going on, Jerome's? Mercifully, the second preseason game for the Minnesota Vikings is in the books, and the Vikings, 2 wins in a row. Winning streak in the preseason. Also, thanks to all the Jeromes who hung out for the live stream. It was kind of fun. Little Q, little A, talking a lot of junk, going on random tangents as we watch the 2s and the 3s. It's good times, man. But we got some winners. We got some losers from the game that was. Winner number 1, got to give it up. Lewis Cine, first-round pick in 2022, number 32 overall, the pride of Georgia, proving all the haters and the losers wrong. He did the damn thing, man. So this is from Vikings Insider. Lewis Cine, 11 total tackles. He had an interception, a pass broken up, a sack, 2 quarterback hits, a tackle for loss, a massive hit stick on Tyler Huntley, which initially looked a little dirty, but on the replay, I mean, it was textbook. Shoulder in chest. Led the Vikings in every defensive statistic. So basically, apology. I wasn't really familiar with the game. That's right. So Lewis Cine getting it on. Now, I still think that Lewis Cine has an uphill battle to make the 53. Yes, his contract is fully guaranteed, but Theo Jackson is a stud. The Vikings at least go 4 deep at safety. Harrison, Beasley, Metellus, Theo Jackson. Now, could Jay Ward be playing himself out of a job? I think it's possible. The Jay Ward cornerback experience hasn't been great so far. Bobby McCann they like a lot, but Cine, we talked about, could they be showcasing Lewis Cine for a potential trade at 53-man cutdowns? Howie Roseman, holla at us. You love us some Georgia Bulldogs, right? But respect to Cine, also you could tell, he wasn't overthinking things. He was just having fun out there, and it was good to see because, frankly, I don't think that we've seen Lewis Cine had fun out there in quite some time. I also preseason Lewis Cine is like prime Joey Browner, man. That's right. Also, Dwight Nudie McLaughlin. So we predicted before the game that he was going to have a pick 6. He had a pick almost 6. But how do you get run down by Pro Bowl quarterback Tyler Huntley? I don't know, man. But either way, Dwight, in my opinion, has solidified himself a spot in the 53, and I think that he is a guy that potentially could start sooner rather than later for the Vikings. Also, Dallas Gant. So 96 questions, no, 96 answers, flying around, making plays, and basically the entire game, whenever Gant was in, he was doing the damn thing. So the starting linebackers were Grugier, Hill, and Asma, but once Gant got in, Gant was making plays, and he played ball in the great state of Ohio at Ohio State and Toledo, but 9 tackles, credited with the pass broken up, but really should have been 2 or 3. Plus, he set up the Lewis Cine interception, and I think he's a guy that is gonna make the roster. I think that he'll play some really good special teams and really damn impressive. Gant also led the team in defensive PFF grades last week, so he's strung together 2 really good games. Respect. Tristan Jackson, baby, let's go. 3 for 39 and a touchdown on 4 targets. He and Jalen Naylor, proved that they were men. They were varsity men amongst the JV out there. So Tristan Jackson, Jalen Naylor, I think that both of them. Well, Naylor, wide receiver 3. I think Jackson's earned himself a 53 spot. I really do. It would be a shame if he didn't get it. So I love it, man. Bo Richter had himself his sack and instant pressures and just getting after things. Plus, the huge elbow pad, that's an homage to J.J. Watt, right? It's got to be. Jaron Hall. So, oh, man, I wish we had the Karen Hall graphic up. We don't. But Jaron Hall. So Jaron Hall looked like ass, thank you, against the Raiders last week, but he came back. Resurrection Boulevard, baby. 4 of 5 for 87, 2 touchdowns, and a 158.3 quarterback rating now. 2 touchdowns. The jump ball to Malik Knowles, perfect placement, was great, as well as the rollout bomb to Deshaun Jones. I mean, that was fantastic. Perfect drop in the bucket, right over the DB, in stride, on the move. That was a great throw by Jaron Hall, man. And maybe it really is the addition of Matt Corral. I mean, maybe that was the push that Jaron Hall needed, because Jaron Hall today looked like he could be quarterback 3 for the Vikings. Jaron Hall last week did not. All right, so we'll see what happens next week against the Eagles. But, I mean, Jaron Hall, the pride of BYU, the Mormon Missile, getting it. Andre Carr II has quietly strung together 2 really nice games for himself, 6 tackles, as well as a couple of pressures. 55 is staying alive. Deshaun Jones, like I mentioned. Now, Jones did have kind of a bad drop earlier in the game, but beautiful route from Jaron Hall. Great job securing the catch and running in. Jayshon Jones looking really damn good. Tyler Manoa. So this is what I love about preseason, and it's kind of tough, like paying attention to like the finer details while you're live streaming. But Manoa looked really damn good, and frankly, I think that he's playing better than the fellow UDFA nose tackle Taki Taimani. And Manoa looks damn good right now. 3 tackles, some really good reps at the nose. He was 2-gapping pretty solidly. Made some plays against the run. I mean, look good. And the Vikings do have a need for a plus-size nose tackle, and Manoa could fit the bill. Asamoah. So Asamoah's been chippy and flying around the ball all training camp and preseason, man. But should have had a safety. But of course, the refs, cheating-ass refs. But 4 tackles, and Deuce was loose, making some plays. LDR, so no splash plays like the Raiders game, but he was getting that quick first-step penetration. Made a couple of good tackles against the run as well. Nick Muse, your company's computer guy, 3 catches for 19 yards on 3 targets. Now, he may have run one in for the touchdown, except for I think number 38 got him with that tripping. But if he had brought him down there, like there was a lot of green grass in front of Muse. Now, I think that they like Muse and they want to do everything that they can to try and get him into the mix on the 53, because I think Muse, well, Tanyan is a non-starter right now, but maybe they keep 3 tight ends and Hawkinson on the pup, so it'd be Oliver, Munt, and Muse. Yeah, I could certainly see that happening. Also, N'Keal Harry's been in the mix quite a bit. I think they seriously do like him quite a bit. So we'll see. Owen Porter, so the other UDFA outside linebacker. Now Porter, not as splashy as Bo Richter, but certainly got some good pressure and 3 tackles, a handful of pressures. Plus the aura between him and Richter is pretty good. And frankly, Gabriel Murphy I like a lot, and so does the team. But if he's still up on blocks and injured, like what do they do? Because right now, I mean, Jihad Ward has basically been an edge rusher, but so the Vikings right now run 9 deep on the edge. Like, what do they do? They can't keep them all, so we'll see. Also, Myles Gaskin. So Gaskin was a solid all-around running back. Also changed up his numbers back on 37. Dwayne McBride now number 27. But Gaskin, 9 carries for 45 yards, 5 yards a carry, 2 catches. Been looking really damn good, keeping him in the mix. Also, Kinkene and Wangu had the big touchdown run last week against the Raiders, but 7 for 45, 6.4 yards per carry. And he looked the part. And it's clear that the Vikings do want him to be RB3. He's been basically RB3 throughout training camp. So behind Jones and Chandler, like they want Kinkene. So it'll be good. Also, Malik Knowles got himself a touchdown. Now, was that left foot in? I don't know. Did he discard the football sooner than he should have? I also don't know. But either way, it's good to go. Plus, noteworthy that he was back there returning kicks with McBride. Obviously, they're keeping things under wraps, but Kinkene is going to be that kick return to start the season. But it's important to note because that's where Knowles buttered his bread at Kansas State, returning kicks. Duke Shelley had that forced fumble and recovery. I don't care what the refs say. It was real to me, damn it. Also, Kobe Francis had himself an interception too. Plus, winner number 18, Brian Flores, basically just said F you, right? Now, Flores is a proud dude, and I'm sure he doesn't like sitting on his hands in preseason, just whatever. But, basically the game against the Raiders was an embarrassment for the defense from top to bottom, but they got after things today. Doesn't matter if it was 2s or 3s. Flores is bringing some heat, and they got after things. It was not a good day for DTR or Tyler Huntley. 0 passing touchdowns allowed, 3 sacks, 9 quarterback hits, a 58.8 quarterback rating overall. Also, only 2.4 yards per carry allowed on the ground. Pretty damn good day by the Brian Flores defense from soup to nuts. Not so winners. All right, so Ed Ingram. So when they said that none of the starters were playing today, except for Ed Ingram, no, you could just say that none of the starters are playing. Ed Ingram needs to be replaced. Like, he struggled mightily against the Browns' second team defense, and it's a wrap. Like, Reisner, they held out because he's a veteran. He's good to go. I know that he's been dinged up, and been getting time off, but Reisner needs to start week 1. It needs to be Brandel left guard, Reisner at right guard. Ed Ingram needs to sit because he hasn't made progression. He's actually regressed. So I think that he needs to sit down. for a while. Yeah. Also, carry on my J Ward son. I want J Ward to work out, man, but the cornerback experiment is not working, right? So they moved him to safety at LSU for a reason. It's just missed tackles, some bad coverage. It's just been rough, man. The Matt Corral safety, but of course that's asterisk. I mean, literally it was his first pass attempt as a Viking. He's been here since yesterday, so nah. But he does look good in 1-7. Looks pretty damn good, man. Also, that second team offensive line, just bad protection. Mullins was under duress all day. Got sacked 3 times. He got hit on 11 of 22 dropbacks, and it was just atrocious, man. There was some bright spots, sure. Walter Rouse, Michael Juergens, but overall, like that second team O line, and yeah, you could blame Ed Ingram quite a bit, but it was just not great. So need some work to do there. But that's it. That's at Vikings-Browns recap. Winners and losers. We all owe Lewis Cine an apology. That's it. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol production value.